the Pentagon Papers came up very, very fast and was gone very fast, essentially the week that the movie takes place in. And it became, just the word itself, the Pentagon Papers, became this identifying pair of words that we weren't sure what they actually meant. And that was one of the Stevens reactions back in February when we read it. It was all about the Pentagon Papers. But what was in the Pentagon Papers? What was so incendiary about it? And so him wanting to infuse the script with a lot more of why they were important, just not that they were important. Coming to grips with what her place is going to be in the grand history of the Washington Post. Her father gave it to her husband, and her husband is no longer there, and so she is officially the person who was in charge of not just the newspaper, but the entire media empire. There was radio stations and TV stations as well. But she didn't know how to do it. She had always been either the daughter or the wife that was, part of it, but not the person that was in charge. And oddly enough, right at the moment this movie began, the story begins, there was a stock offering. There was either going to be an awful lot of money made or an awful lot of money lost. And there was a committee of men who had advised and helped run and had positions of responsibility on the Washington Post. But she had to, I think, first determine whether or not to run the thing or not. And I think it was hurried up by this fact that the New York Times